Marsh Mobile, so Marsh Travelog seems too on the nose, but it's something along those lines. We're reporting live, not really live, but sort of live from New Zealand right now. We got in. It is 12:30-ish local time. We got in at 4:30-ish local time after a 17-hour flight. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about first day of our travels, which was in New York. We stayed at the TWA Hotel. Can't recommend it enough. It's a cool spot. It's all based off the 1960s vibes. It is meant to be nostalgic and interesting. It is both of those things. What it is not is upkept all that well. A lot of the, it's a red-white color scheme, and a lot of the red is just faded, chipped away, kind of going to the wayside. So maybe a little upkeep could be helpful. We went to the Connie, which is an airport or a airplane cocktail bar at the airport. So that was pretty cool. That was all bookending the start and end of our day, which was going into New York City. My wife and I, Avery, we went on our first trip together as a couple back in 2015 to New York City. So we, in that trip, took a picture at the Met. So we went back to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and took another picture for the fourth time. It's where I proposed. It's a great little shot. So we had a blast there. From there we went to McSorley's, which is the oldest Irish pub in the United States, or excuse me, in New York City, built and opened in the 1850s. And it is just like that. They have two things on draft. It is a light beer and it is a dark beer, and I'm a dark beer guy. It was absolutely delicious. It is crowded. It runs exactly like you would feel like a 1850s bar ran back in the day. You've got bartenders, or you got waiters, if you will, that are just coming and going. They are bringing you drinks, and that's all they're bringing you. Very crowded. You walked in, and we just got lucky. We got somebody sat us down right away, which is great because this place was absolutely jam-packed. Nearly lost the debit card because it's cash only. Nearly lost the debit card in an ATM outside the building. We got it. We're alive. Money hasn't been siphoned out of that card just yet. So that was that. Then we went on to another Irish bar called Swift Iberian Lounge. They claim to have the best Guinness in the world, in New York City. I am a Guinness fan. I'm a Guinness fanatic, and it was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a good Guinness. And then we wrapped up. That's when we hit up Connie's, and we wrapped up the day. That was New York. Love New York. It's my favorite city in the world. It is. You just have so much to do, so much going on. What do you want to do? New York City has an option for you. Rode the subway around, big public transit guy, so got to sit in a public transit for however long. And that was our day before we kicked off a 17-hour flight. We'll put the 17-hour flight recap into the day one Auckland recap, which is where we are right now, because it's just kind of needs to be melded into one. It's kind of the same thing. I will say, teaser, 17 hours on a plane was not nearly as long as I expected it to be. It felt like it went by super fast. So maybe that's just positivity thinking, but that's how it went. All right, we'll come back with travel log day 2, travel recap, travel update day 2. It'll be Auckland, which is where we are